find a stream link and I'll post it. Come on. I have to take him on another lap of Singapore. No. There we go. A link.
I just put a thing in the GP1 chat.
Oh, first. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to race number 5. We had a slight technical glitch. We were streaming on another league's platform, but we're back. And we have Tansy with us, so you might have to say hello again, Tansy. I apologize.
Hello.
We are here. We did say hello, we did introduce the standings and stuff, we did also take you around a lap of Singapore. However, that was not on the right thing. We're not going to do it again. But we are going to watch the remaining half of qualifying 9 minutes to go, and then we have 30 laps of Singapore to come. I think that's right. Which, as we discussed, is a really tough and demanding track. A couple of times have now come in. So Mini Godboard in his Merc has set a 35.6. Now I saw some time trialists, Mini Godboard, and Ryan, or someone, got 33.8 on a time trial.
Whole time of this year's Grand Prix was a 136.217, so drivers already destroying that.
That's what I mean. Like I could work my arse off to try and beat that, and I would get nowhere near even the real life pole time. So yeah, Mini Godboard's first at the moment, provisional pole, 8.5 minutes to go. Shabby in his Ferrari, 35.92 tenths behind. Trulson's just behind, a little bit behind on the soft compound. Owen's the fastest medium so far. A couple of hard tyres from Lego set to Ryan Toast LRB. He's had a strategy, no idea. I'll be getting used to the track, no idea. That's a nice dynamic shot, although it just went off the screen. We had Tansy this evening. He did GP1. He's done GP1 for the past couple of weeks. I haven't, so it's good to be back, but none of us have done Singapore, so I'm sure we are going to be in for an interesting and entertaining spectacle this evening.
Yeah, as we said before, it's going to be a race of keeping your front wing intact. Obviously, street circuit, it's a tight, and it's a pretty fast circuit. It's high speed into low speed corners with speed exits usually.
I'm just gonna see, apart from going down the boulevard, which is already tight for overtakes, where else are we going to see the overtakes? Because into turn 1, it's not really a long straight at all. Probably power for maybe 6 or 7 seconds, which is absolutely nothing. We may see a dive bomb into the turn 13 before the next DRS zone. That's under the tight section near the bridge. But yeah, like other tracks that I've commented on, I can easily say, well, we're probably going to see stuff here, here, and here. But here, I have no idea.
I know from a bit of racing experience around here that there are a few places you can make some lunges, but it's hit or miss, whether it ends up in tears in the wall or try shave.
Yeah.
But this race usually doesn't disappoint. It's never too boring. In the real world and in league racing, it's definitely interesting. Often or not in actual league racing compared to the wheel road racing, the tracks don't mean much. If it's a thin track, it can still be really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. In real life, it took 1 hour and 58.5 minutes because it had 4 or 5 safety cars. I don't expect 4 safety cars tonight, although we can have 4. We have a limit of 4. But these drivers normally are quite, have great racing etiquette. I was just saying before that we haven't had many incident clips, so that's good to see. We only had 2 for Bahrain, and they were easily solvable. I'm expecting a few incidents tonight, and I'm expecting to be working hard tomorrow going through them. But it's part of racing. There's going to be incidents in every single race, Tansley, and hopefully someone's race won't be ruined by an incident or even a safety car at the wrong time.
Yeah, although it's Singapore, so especially with street tracks as well, it's quite high pressure on the driver because you're constantly just thinking, don't make a mistake, don't hit the wall.
Oh yeah, and then you might not concentrate on what's happening behind you or in front of you. A lot of Lewis Hamilton did say in his interview on, I was watching it on the Graham Norton, he said that Singapore is one of the worst tracks mentally because it's so hot and you're always on it. He said Monaco's the most difficult, but Singapore's the most mentally and physically draining. Of course, these guys are just at home playing on the PS4s, but they're racing against drivers that can either match or beat their pace. They're so evenly matched at the front, and we found that out during the first 4 races that we've had.
I mean, the first race was very close at the front for position, and the second race as well. The championship is still very tight, and we haven't seen. There has been some outstanding front runners, but it's pretty even all round.
So we are on board with Minik on board at the moment. He's put a pair of softs on, and he's going to try and beat his provisional pole time already, just under 4.5 minutes left. His first sector time as he comes down the boulevard is down by only 300, so I think it's the shortest sector. So he's got time to improve on that. And you can see just using those track limits out of turns 8 and 9, getting as close to the wall as he possibly can. At the moment, look at that, he even tapped the wall there, I don't know if you saw that, but his right hand plate just taps. It's still there, but yeah, he did tap that. Second sector time is after this little straight here. He has got the DRS point. He's turned off his battery, and that's either slowed him down, Tansy, or is invalidated. I think it's slowed him down, yeah.
He doesn't seem to be backing off.
I think he has backed off as a second down. So I guess he has. LRB has crossed the line in a set of mediums, and he's gone P3, only 12 milliseconds quicker than Young Lights on a set of mediums as well, but that puts him into the P3 slot. Anyone else on the lap? Toast? Maybe. Rescue's 8 tenths up at the moment. That's not going to improve his position, but he's got a long way to go, and he's on mediums as well. You're a driver, you know more. I've been told, not this track specifically, but oh, Rescue hits the wall as well. Bahrain is one, but sometimes the mediums can actually be better.
So you cut out the first part. You said mediums can be better.
Mediums can actually be better than softs on some tracks. I don't understand. I mean, Sector did a 26 something in Bahrain and was 1/10 slower on mediums. And some of the others have said that as well.
Yeah, I don't really know with tyres that much. I don't pay much attention to it when I'm racing. It's usually, most tracks it's softest, fastest.
Of course, yeah, of course.
But I guess depends when those softs start to hit that cliff of losing time.
Reschke tapped the wall out of 21, comes through 22, 23, crosses the line. Can he beat 39? Dead goes 57.2. Goes 9th fastest, 5th slowest of the medium drivers. We have 2 minutes to go. Lots of the drivers will be putting their final laps in. Jake Fosher has come out on the medium compound. He's cancelled his first flying lap, so he's going to go again. Trulson is coming around the final corner. He's lost his battery. He's going to have to pit. He's going to stay P5. LRB is going for another fast lap, I think. He's just coming out of turn number 4. Down to 5. What we'll do, we'll check his time down the boulevard and we'll see if he is improving. He's currently 3rd, which is not bad. Let's see, so he's coming past the first sector point and he's down by a 10th, so that'll be very tricky to improve on because he's already won most of those tyres. Jay Fosher's making his way to the final Tanzi, so he's going to put a lap in soon. And
most of the hard runners have now gone to the mediums. It's just to see so they didn't have the pace. Yeah. Probably for good position. I don't think the hards do come into the strategy there. I think it might be, as you said, soft, medium, more.
That would be an educational guess, but they've been wrong. Ryan's gone into P3 with a 1 minute 35.942, 300s behind Shabby in his Ferrari, not bad, and just behind Mini Godboy. They get a point, of course, for finishing pole in quali, so an extra point doesn't go amiss. We've got a yellow flag somewhere for an hour for letting a Ferrari pass, and a Haas who's gone off at turn 18, but I can't get to him quickly enough. Rescue's going to come into the pits. Sector is on a fast lap. He's half a second up, which is pretty good. Can he find another half or 3/4 of a second to improve on his time? He's coming down to turn number 14. He's got the final third sector to go. So we'll remain on board with the Renault driver as he uses as much curve as he can. Yeah. So obviously the drivers who have already crossed the line are able to put their time in. There's a Mercedes who's crossed the line. It's toast. He goes 4, 36 dead. Sector qualifying's over Transit, and the Renault's coming from. Oh, that's a great switch in. That looks quick. He crosses the line, goes 35.1, and goes provisional pole by half a second with a set of mediums. Great lap by Sector. Who's
Sector's showing his pace.
Oh, yeah. Far Owen.
Usually very quick.
Oh, comes into the pits. It's an alpha of Lego Minecraft who's on a lap. Tansy, talk us through that. Lego Minecraft, he's 3 temps up at the moment.
Lego Minecraft yet to get his first win. He seems to have a lot of pace. Braking late as possible. Coming into the final sector now. This is in my opinion, the hardest part of the track. This little bit here through the tunnel. Quick right-hander. Third gear for this turn, left, and then now you're onto the final turn. You have to cut that wall very close. Try not to invalidate there into the final turn, and he goes. I think he invalidated.
Still 11.
Jesse Jack.
Yeah, Jesse Jack comes across the line in 14th place. Mini Godball's the only one who can improve his time. He's half a second up. He's probably going to take pole off Jay Fosher potentially. Jay Fosher's had a 34. I didn't even see that come in. That's so quick on the mediums. Mini Godball through the final corner, loses the car. Did he make it in time to get first? No, he did not. And maybe invalidated on the corner behind the final line. But Jay Fosher takes the 3rd qualifying pole in a row on the median compound with Sector just behind.
Young Lights and Isolto splitting our main championship protagonists of LRB, who's been on a pretty good form recently, and Ryan has been keeping up the consistency. Second off that pole time, Ryan is of a 1:34.864 from JF Roger. The Toro Rossos in the past couple of races have seemed to have emerged as a very fast pairing.
Absolutely, I think definitely going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. We can have a little bit of a tiny break before we get into the business end of stuff. So Jay Fosher picks up another point, which I'm sure he will happily take, and we'll wait a minute or two before we get it.
Most drivers towards the end of quali, it was complete mediums. I think there was one hard. So strategy seems to be looking pretty similar. A couple of drivers on the softs. It's looking close though, looking like it's going to be a good race.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
Interesting point. I Stole Toast and Young Lights had the exact same lap time.
Did they? Wow.
Yep, and Young Lights came out worse.
Right, one light is out, and we have the formation lap time for 31 laps of Singapore. And we can take it easy for the next couple of minutes, Tansley, before we get on going. This is probably going to be a longer race than normal. We're probably speaking in the region of 50 minutes. Normally these races can be done in 40, especially Italy, Britain. But we're probably looking at a good 50 minutes here, Tansley, especially if we have a safety car or anything like that.
Yeah, this is one of the longest races on the calendar. Often or not in the real life it hits the 2-hour time limit. And especially because it's a street track, safety cars are going to be coming out. It's a fact. Oh, it's funny watching some of the drivers on board.
I'm just getting the Brazilian stream up as well, so I can keep on tabs with that as we go. You kind of when you kind of help run a lead, it's kind of you have to have a look. So what has happened? So in that race, there's a virtual safety car. We're on lap 7, and 2 cars are already out in Brazil, which is interesting. And Baboon's got a drive-through penalty in that race. Interesting. But forget that for a second. Now we've got the Singapore race, the second night race in a row. And they do look good, don't they? Jeez.
Yeah, they look good on this game, but F1 2020 just been announced. The graphics on that little teaser trailer, I know it's only a teaser trailer, but they look like they've added some nicer reflections than we've got already.
I mean, I've always bought F1 on PS4, but that's going to change. It's I bought it on PC just a couple of weeks ago. It was £12. It looks so much better than PS4. It's actually stupid. So I've already pre-ordered the Schumacher edition for PC. And there we go. What does that mean in terms of PS4 leads? I have no idea, but we'll see. The car of Jay Foster, the Torso, is just coming around the final corner, and we're getting ready for the 5th race of the season out of 14. And
I never really noticed the difference between PS and PC.
Oh, mate, until you play it, it's incredible. Like, first, look at the fans on your right hand side. They're not even real. Don't even move. There's one woman there clapping. Yeah, PC graphics are so much better. There's actually some more cutscenes that are not on the PS4 version and stuff like that. Anyway, the cars are all lined up. We're waiting for the green flash. We're almost ready to go for the Singapore Grand Prix, the second night race of the season. Here we go. Me and Tanzi will do the best we can to cover everything on this night race. It was a bit of a hole, but it's lights out and away we go. Jay Foster gets away well, so does Sector in the Renault. The Mercedes and Ferrari going to be wheel to wheel. Sector breaks early. He goes wide out of turn 2 into turn 3. Jay Foster's got a good lead already. Mini Godball's got an overtake on the Renault, which is good for him. Shabby's also got an overtake on Sector. Young Lights had also got an overtake on Sector. The Alpha gets in front. The Red Bull's just behind. Down the boulevard we go.
Contact on my screen. I think that might be a glitch.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, the glitch on mine. Down the boulevard we go for the first time out of 31. Jay Foster's already got a 1.5 second lead as Young Lights goes into 4th place. Wheel to wheel with Sector for making constant contact as Young Lights has to go down the escape route. It didn't look good from my side.
I think I was on board with Young Lights and it looks like Sector maybe, I don't want to point a finger at anyone, but maybe tried to take him out. I don't know. It looked very aggressive. They were glitching in each other's side pods. We've already got our first safety car, VSC. It's not a full-fledged safety car, but nonetheless.
Absolutely chaos down the boulevard.
He did leave the session. He didn't retire on track, but that is going to be annoying for the cars. They're probably going to come to lap him.
Down the boulevard we went. We made the turn after it, and unfortunately 2 cars are wheel to wheel. And there's a lot of contact on my side. Whether that was connection bugged or whatever, I'm not too sure.
That was the same for me as well. It looks like Young Lights was trying to fight back and maybe not go into the wall. But anyway, you said earlier your job's been pretty easy with the incidents. Maybe it might just get a little bit harder.
Might just get a little bit tricky. The virtual safety car has now ended. We of course don't have DRS until lap 3, but we do get underway. Jay Foster's had an awesome start in the Toro Rosso as Mini Godball crosses the line now. Shabby, Sector, Ryan Toast, the top 6. Jazzy Jeffs made a place on the Red Bull of Joe. Conrad's made a place. It's because an Alpha Male of Lego has pitted very early, and so has Chosen. And what tyres is Lego going to go on? I think that's a pair of
worse. He is swapping his front wing, because I did see at the start in the background there were some squabbles and some end plates flying off. That is our first victim.
And
of an end plate.
How weird. Lots of. I'll be honest, I didn't expect Lego Minecraft to be going on the pit after lap 1, that's for sure. I saw an arrow with Reshka. I think it was either going up or down, but he's got Joe in front of him and a racing point of Conrad behind him. We'll keep on tabs with that. Jay Foster's got a 2.5 second gap now, so he's got some track to work with. Andy's on mediums. Cam Mini, Shabby keep up. Toast got a 3 second pen for multiple warnings. If you have a safety car late on Tansley, you might be in a bit of trouble. A Sector goes into P3, great overtake on the Ferrari out of turn 13. And yeah, just going back to Toast, that penalty, if you have a safety car later on Tansley, that could be awful.
Yeah, I didn't catch what that was. I think it was a 5 second, wasn't it?
3, I think it was 3.
Yeah, penalties around here, track limits, obviously lots of curbs. We did see a couple of invalidations during qualifying.
Yeah.
Maybe could come into play towards the end of the race. Positions. It's not been a great day for the Alfa Romeo down in 17 and 18.
No, absolutely
Both
not.
getting pretty unlucky with that first lap, and both very quick drivers.
Ooh, I think that was someone, I don't know who it was, but we got very close to the wall out of turn 21. Someone's coming into the pits and it's LRB. He's done 2 laps on his mediums. I'm guessing he's got damage, Tansy. If you could keep on tabs with that while I go back to 3rd place, because Sector is getting close to Mini Godboard. Mini Godboard's already fell 4.5 seconds behind, as he's a little bit slower on those softs, it seems. Any update on LRB?
No front wing change for LRB, but he was missing an end plate. So maybe
Sector moves to the left on Mini Godboard down the boulevard turn. He gets the move, his contact. Mini Godboard has to go wide, but Sector just gets into P2 and he's ahead of Mini Godboard. Sorry.
LRB just he is missing an end plate, but he didn't change his front wing, so that could have been an accident.
Right.
And he pitted onto another set of hards, so I don't think that was what was meant to happen. I think he probably had it disabled, and he has the hat of Itrulson making a move down the inside, and Itrulson gets the move done. So LRB's race is down the drain pretty much. Unfortunately for him.
At the moment, Sector did well to get past Mini. It looked forceful, could have a connection. He's got 1 bar connection on my end, which is not very good, but he did get past cleanly and fairly. I think Mini Godboard tried to brake late to try and counteract the move, but couldn't quite do so. Jay Fosher is loving
the bad connection.
I think so, yeah. Jay Fosher is loving life. He's 5 seconds ahead at the front, and we've only had 3 laps, and it's been chaotic. There's definitely been one incident though. Oh dear.
5 seconds gap.
5 seconds is a gap, and Sector has just got a 3-second penalty on one of the last corners. So that's, I'm guessing that's a corner cutting, or exceeding track limits, one of them. And he's now technically 8 seconds behind Jay Fosher, and that's just opening up his lead to continue on at a good pace, Tansy, and get the best gap he can get.
Yeah, Jeff Rocher has been on form recently, getting some good results. So could be one today. Don't want to put commentator's curse on him, but he's looking like he's driving a pretty consistent lap times, and he's getting his head down.
I mean, he is quick. As Toast gets another penalty. 6 seconds for a Mercedes driver. If it's a safety car in the last 5 or 6 laps, he's in big trouble, Tansy, for a finish.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. Sorry, Shabby almost losing the back end there. But I didn't know that track limits were a problem here. But it seems like we've had a couple of penalties from the front runners, obviously pushing, trying to get track position. As Isotos is right up on the back of Shabby 2K, he keeps getting some pretty poor exits.
Oh, yellow flag in sector 2, and I believe it might be Conrad. No, it isn't. It's a Renault of Lily White. He's lost his left end plate and right end plate. I'm kind of getting the vibe that he might have been sandwiched a little bit, or hit one wall and then hit the other. But Lily White's going to have to pit. What is he going to do? No idea. 5 end plates you've been counting. The track is separated a lot. I mean, look how far. Okay, never mind. Young lads, he's not even in his car. But interesting start. It'd be interesting to see, excuse me, what happens with Lego, because he's come from the back before. But this is different gravy. This is Singapore. It's not Britain.
Fighting with Itrulson, and also Ryan is right on the back of Mini Godbold coming into the DRS section. He gets a better exit. He looks to the outside.
Wow, good racing from the pair of them. They went wheel to wheel under the tunnel, and Lego just fixed through. Fantastic
Ryan
racing.
has just made a very ballsy move on Mini Godbold up into P3. He missed that, but
I did miss it, but he's down to Boulevard as Shabby and Toast go wheel to wheel. Ferrari goes wide a little bit. He's on the softer compound. Can the Mercedes take the outside line through turn? No idea what it is. I think it's 8. And he does, I think. He's just about got it. Shabby's going to have to tuck in behind ISO Toast. And Toast is now up into P5. Just.
We're having some good battles from this upper end of the midfield. It's our closest at the moment. The lower midfield, though. I don't know what happened with Lily White. I think my theory is that it was sound as what you said, but he didn't come into the pits. Actually, he's still missing both of his end plates.
Yeah. That's about right. Shabby looks like he's still pretty close to the Mercedes driver, but just dropped back a few. Jazzy Jeff is also very close to the back of Reska. Reska's under a bit of trouble here from the Ferrari driver as we head on under the tunnel for the last part of lap number 6. Well, last part of 5 for these guys. And yeah, Reska seemed to have done pretty well with the traction through the last bit of the lap, and he's pulled ahead from 2 tenths to 9 tenths. And those guys will move on to lap 6. 26 laps to go. Oh, Jazzy Jeff with the late decision for the pit stop. It looked like he was going around the final corner and turned into the pits. He's going to put on a set of softs.
And a new front wing because he missed an end plate.
No, he's going softs. There we go. So we're fixing away a couple of glitches in the pits. And you're absolutely correct.
Lily White decides to come into the pit after a lap, 2 laps out with no end plate.
He did.
Minecraft just made a beautiful move round Nicholas Volkmann. That's the 2 Hasses now done. He's very racy. 20 seconds though to the closest car. He's got his work cut out.
And don't forget, he's also 40 seconds away as Nicholas Volkmann taps the wall on the left, and he has lost an end plate because of that. And his teammate Chilson will be looking to overtake him as he's got the better tyre compound for the next bit of a foreseeable future. But yeah, Lego's still 39 seconds away from the leader at the moment.
Shabby is slowly falling away from the back of the 2 Mercedes as Istaltos is right on the back of Mini Godbold. P4.
Yellow flag. It is a Haas, I think, and that's Nicholas Volkmann struggling with that left end plate. I think he might have also damaged his right one as well. Actually, maybe not, but it's the left one that's causing him problems. He's going to have to pit, and that's LLB will be able to make a move. Joe gets a 3-second time penalty in his Red Bull, and like you said, the 2 Mercedes are pretty close, within half a second. And them soft tyres will be a little bit worn. There you go, there's the commentator's curse.
Yeah.
And he'll be coming into the pits, and Toast will move obviously into P4. Shabby's not decided to pit after 5 laps. Owen, ARTJ, Luke, Mini Godbold, he's in the pit, sorry. And let's have a look where Lego is.
I think it was a late stop for Mini Godbold. Oh no, it wasn't. I'm just having glitches because the drivers weren't out.
So where's Lego coming through here? So he's not going to get out. Oh, actually, standby. Let's see if Lego can get out. So Mini Godbold's gone hard. Where's Lego? Mini Godbold's not still come out yet. So Lego Minecraft might get in front of Mini Godbold, which will be good for him. Is that a net pit stop? Can he get in front of a Mercedes? He absolutely can. And Lego Minecraft is now ahead of Mini Godbold, and he's already had a pit, Tansy, so not too bad for now.
Mini Godbold onto those hards. Can he take those to the end? I'm not too sure, as this is our first time doing single for both of us, but judging by tyre wear, from what it seems like, maybe not.
Maybe not. There is a safety car in the Brazilian Grand Prix for the second division, and 5 drivers are out of Brazil in that race with 21 laps to go. Interesting here, we've lost 1 driver and we've done 6 laps, so we've got a long way to go.
Rexha is onto the back of Shabby 2K, who has fallen off massively from the 2 Mercedes.
He has fallen off, you're right. Yeah, the gap.
The gaps at the front are starting to form.
Yep, they are.
We've got the closest gap down to P5 is 2 seconds, so Sector, I've noticed, is slowly eating away at JF Rocher's comfortable gap, and you can now see him in sight, I'm pretty sure.
So Sector now, oh, excuse me, I'm so tired. Sector now has 6 seconds of penalties, Tansley, as Shabby decides to pit, and Reska will go at 1.
I have a feeling Sector might be having a couple of internet troubles, which could be lead to the controversies of lap 1 between him and Young Lights. The 2 McLarens could be have to get into a battle here.
So I'm looking at Ryan's tyres, and we've only done 7 laps, but they kind of look a bit dead. I know these guys push these tyres to the absolute limits as Lego Minecraft gets ahead of Shabby as he's coming out of the pits. Mini Godbold is also going to get ahead of a Ferrari just about. Yes, he is. Is LRB oh, hang on. Jazzy Jeff makes a move on LRB into turn 1 and he gets it done perfectly. What a move that was. Jazzy Jeff into P11 and Lily White picks up a penalty for the
those
corner.
Soft tyres to his advantage. Maybe he can get his teammate here on the mediums.
Maybe.
Obviously, those mediums are probably starting to fall off around now.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. Not, maybe not. Yeah, they'll be slower, won't they? Definitely. ARTJ Luke is less than half a second behind Far Owen, coming up the second mini straight. And Owen's also closing in on Reshka, his teammate, right in front of him. There's a pack of 3 here.
7 very bunched up.
Pack of 3 here, but it's going to be very close. We'll keep an eye on it. J Luke's looking very racy. He keeps braking late and using the most of those tyres. Look at that, look how close he's getting to the gearbox of Owen under the tunnel. These guys go, and watch how this progresses, because if you look at the track map, the only closest gap after that is probably the Red Bull and maybe the Alpha, or the Toros on the Red Bull at the back. I think.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately we've got a very spread out field.
We have. It didn't start like that. Did not start like that at all.
Oh, Rexha has a pretty big lock of the rears.
Has he got ABS off? I like to see that. Good practice, good practice. So Reshka's leading this pack of 3 down the boulevard as J Luke closes for gap to Owen. Brakes late, nearly too late. Nearly taps the gearbox of the McLaren. But close racing is what it is, absolutely. And we might
split the McLarens here.
Might be seeing an overtake from J Luke at some point in the very near future.
Here, kind of middle of start to sector 2, where a couple of risky lunges can be made.
Okay. Oh, Jay, we're getting close to the back of the McLaren. Nearly touched again, and that's probably costing time.
Yeah, that's cost him a lot of the hard work he's just done. Outbraked himself a little bit. Getting a bit too confident.
It was either outbraking himself or Owen braking a little bit earlier to ensure that he got the better exit speed. One of the options. Let's remain on board with this, because I feel this could get a little bit enticing. There is Mini Godboard and Shabby that are quite close. Shabby's on better tyres, so you might have to look at that one. I don't really mind.
Yeah, Shabby's obviously made up, because there was a pretty considerable gap between those two before the pit stops. Shabby was falling off.
It does help with the better tyres. Yeah. The problem with got tanks is that everyone's got completely different strategies. I
see people getting
even people on the same team have different strategies. Obviously, strategies can be situational, obviously, but there hasn't been a safety car yet, has there?
Yeah, it's been pretty clean.
Right, let's check this Williams going down to Owen. Can he get the gap into... Oh, he doesn't. There's a yellow flag.
That was a big crash from Icedol Toast. I just
he's out.
caught
I think
the
he's
end
out.
of that.
No, he isn't. He's spun his car back on with a virtual safety car.
Commentator's curse.
And he's got absolutely no wing. But he has dropped to P7. And Lego Minecraft, and Mini and the Ferrari Shabby are going to get overtakes when Toast comes into a pit. Toast is lucky there's a VSC there. Not lucky as in there is one. Lucky as in he can try and get as close to the pits as he possibly can in the VSC
Just
speed.
Talking about no safety cars, we get a VSC.
Yeah, I think VSC was right. There wasn't too much damage. It was off the track, and he's able to carry on. I think the VSC was the correct decision for the first one as well. So VSC has ended. There's a pack of 4 right here.
DNF.
I know. Yeah. So Young Lights is a back marker. Look at Reshka. No, Owen goes wide. Now he taps the wall out of the first part of the tunnel, turn 18. Just about doesn't. Talk about using the track limits. Jeez. Thought Owen's slow here. J Luke might have a go on the start-finish straight. If he gets that turn right, he'll have DRS, but Owen will have it. Wow.
The pit, and Ryan has as well.
So
that is our top 3 in.
Owen's exit speed out there was absolutely unbelievable. I don't know how. So Toast is coming in as well. I'm going to stick on board with Toast while we watch his wing. A car's gone off. It's a Haas. I think it's it is a Haas out of the down that corner again, the boulevard. But they're still going.
Here, JF Rocher could be caught up by sectors. He could get stuck in traffic behind this battle between ARTJ Luke and Far Owen. As Far Owen goes to the outside to defend, J Luke did look down that inside.
Yeah, so J Luke's still. Oh! geez, J-Luke had to very, very quickly get out of the way of Owen's rear end, or he was going
JF Roger
into
is
the
getting
back.
held up by these guys, and
He is getting
Sector
held up.
is
There's another
closing
yellow
in.
flag. It's a Mercedes on outside the pit lane. What's Toast done?
Post has lost his wing again. Oh, what a shame. He was running a pretty good race in P4, but that's going to have to be another pit stop.
Wait, so he's come out the pits and lost his left side of his wing, but there wasn't a car there, was it?
I think he spun, or just maybe
out
tapped
of the
the
pits.
wall.
Yellow flag. There's a Haas, I think. Yeah, Chulson going under the tunnel. Does he have damage? Oh yeah, he's got no wing. Oh Jesus.
Yellow flags out left, right, and centre.
5-second penalty for Jazzy Jeff crossing the pit lane, exit white line. The two McLarens are first at the moment. Of course, we haven't pitted. Joey Foster's holding right behind him there. Sector's going to be able to catch up. Look at that gap now. It's 2.3. Yellow flag. There's a Ferrari of just Jazzy Jeff going down outside the pit lane, down to turn 5. You don't see many people go off there. And that's a third VSC. Perfect for Owen and Reschke. And Reschke doesn't double stack. He's going to do one more. A Mini Gobble gets a 3-second pen for corner cutting. And Sector has closed that gap to Jay Foster. That's definitely not 5 seconds.
Just as we were talking about a pretty calm race, the track has descended into chaos.
Yeah, it has. It has. So Owen is in. Oh dear, Conrad's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So he's going to have to do that right now, Tanzi, I think. Oh, look at that. Oh dear. It's all gone wrong for the racing point of Conrad. He's going to have to... How long's that pit lane? Good 10 seconds.
He's the only racing point out today as well,
6,
so...
7,
be a shame in the
8,
constructors.
9, 10. Oh, it's long. 11. Oh, it's a 37 one, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh, that's a slow pit stop. That's like 20 seconds right there.
So he's not going to lose that place to Isdol Toasters.
No, he's not.
Second time to pit onto another set of mediums.
Incredible stuff. Wow. Oh wait, never mind. I thought that was Sector. Look at Sector's gap to Jay Foster now. 1.4 seconds. That gap was 5 seconds, by the way. Jay Foster and Sector going for a one-stop. Medium to hard. And Rescue's going to pit now, Tanzi. That's pretty obvious. So after that, Sector is released. To try...
obviously being worse off of the McLaren's strategy. But this little bit of traffic that JF Roger came into out of his pit has probably destroyed that gap. So now, when the gap was coming down, Sector now goes up into P2 because Fraction does decide to pit, but 2 seconds between the two of them, and Sector looks racy.
He looks racy, so does Lego. He's going to have to pit again. The front two are not. Ryan goes into P4. He's already pitted, bearing in mind, so Ryan will go up into P3 when Lego pits. Shabby has pitted for mediums. Can he take them to the end? No. So he's going to have to pit again as Mini goes 6. And I think Mini just about should be able to go to the end. They'll be worn a lot, but he should be able to just about go to the end.
Lego Minecraft, great damage reduction. I mean, he does still have to pit, but even though up into P3,
so his pit stop now, Tanzi, it'll put him no further down than 8th.
Ooh, Lego Minecraft,
lost the back
yes.
end, yeah.
Tokyo drift around the side of the streets there.
So he'll either come out, now this is very important here, so he'll either come out in front of Owen and J-Luke by literally minuscule amounts, or he'll come out behind them both. That's the scenario here. So if Lego pit now, he'd either come out just in front of Owen and J-Luke, which would be perfect, or just behind, which would not be very perfect at all.
He's going to have to get to work on trying to find what he can out of these medium tyres. He looks quite slippy.
He's trying to find what he can, but he's got no battery. 50% battery's not going to help him too much. Sector's gap to Jay Foster is only 2 seconds, and that's these two are so racy, and they both are top 150 in Singapore time trials in the world. So these two are going to go right to the very end. And do you know what? A safety car wouldn't be a bad thing. So if we bunch these up to 2 temps, 3 temps, that'll cause a race at the end. As Jay Foster.
Yeah, I mean, well, depends who you ask. I don't think JF Roger would like a safety car at the moment, but I'm sure the likes of Lego Minecraft and Sector wouldn't mind.
Well, the fastest lap was posted by Jay Foster just then at 39.810, Sector's fastest lap is just half a tenth after that.
Yellow flags in sector 2, and that's the Haas. That's Eichelsson, who has lost his full front wing again.
He's got no wing, he's got no traffic behind, well, he's got traffic behind him, but I'm sure he'll make it to the pits just in time. A torrid race for the Haas drivers, a torrid race for Jazzy, Jeff and Young Lights.
Not been having the best of luck, the Haas drivers, in the past couple of races.
No, they didn't in the start of a real life season either.
No.
But they're not bad drivers either, definitely quite quick.
As Eichelsson doesn't make the turn, and now he's gone off into the runoff area, so he's going to lose more time, and he could lose out to his teammate.
He's going to have to let a car go past him, and a Red Bull's coming up to him. That is Ryan.
Ooh, that was close.
I'm guessing he let him pass. Someone just got a penalty there.
Oh. He's been disqualified, I think, for ignoring blue flags, maybe, or stopping on track in a dangerous place.
Yeah, it did take him. It was, disqualified for facing the wrong way.
Nicholas Volkmann is unlapping himself on ice-style toast, making some, trying to ghost through him.
Yeah, Nicholas Volkmann, I don't think it's in the vehicle, but... Oh, so tired.
Lawn counters up to 5, and I think end-plane counters up to 10.
Right. Good maths and counting.
Please excuse me, I'm just going to go and shut my window because otherwise I will freeze.
Fair enough. It's just a quick update on the Brazilian race. On the GP2 league, they're on lap 27 out of 36. They've lost 5 drivers. They've got 12 left, I think. And it's really, really close between the leader and Zed Jelly in that one. Their gap is 0.2 of a second, which is crazy. So we'll see what happens in that race as we go along with this one. Jay Fosher has got a 3.4 second gap at the front, as does Sector to Lego. Well, he's got a 5 second to Lego as well. Lego needs to pit, of course, and he should come out in front of Mini Godbold if he keeps putting some good laps in. Whether he's going to go on a set of mediums, I have no idea. Everyone has had one stop, but Toast and Nicholas have had 2. I'm going to also shut my window because it's freezing.
Lego Minecraft could be maybe trying to wait it out for that safety car.
Yeah.
So he gets essentially a free pit stop. But those mediums will fall off relatively soon. I don't actually... I mean, most drivers seem to pit on those mediums around 10 laps. And he's now 13 laps in.
I think one of those laps is probably at the pace of a VSC because we've had 3.
Yeah, 3.
So I think all of them have come on, apart from the first lap. So you probably would have had a minute of race time at a nicer pace. So maybe okay for a little bit. Mini Godbold, 3 second time penalty for him. Sector's got 6 seconds. Don't forget that, Tansy, 6 seconds. And he is 4 seconds behind Jay Fosher, and Jay Fosher is cruising right now.
Yeah, JF Rocher hasn't extended that gap again. He got the extra engine mode out probably, and
pit exit.
Another VSC.
What is going on? He's come out of the pits and lost his wing.
I think the pit exit is tormenting some of our drivers here today.
So that's
2 incidents.
So that's a 4th virtual safety car.
No full safety car yet, and now if I was Lego Minecraft, if this VSC stays out, which I doubt it will till he gets to the main straight actually.
He won't make it, he'll come in soon. But yeah, he sits to his delta. Maybe Nicholas Volkmann has retired from the session and he's parked it in a runoff area. And it's not been the best race for the Haas drivers. DNF and DSQ, basically 2 DNFs. And I'm sure the next race after Singapore is, I will just double check because I know I always forget. The next race is Germany. I don't like Germany personally, but
yeah, I'm a fan of Germany.
There's a reason why it's not on next year's calendar, because it's rubbish. But yeah, Germany, and then
it's a nice track for the drivers.
Well, after the
Along
next
with-
2 races, Tansley, which is Germany and Austria, we then have Monaco and Azerbaijan 2 weeks in a row. Oh, I'm going to be busy.
Front wing nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely.
Along with Singapore. Yeah.
It's not been too bad. The 2 cars that have gone out were driver error. One of the cars, Young Lights, that is out. Yeah, we might need to look at that.
Awaiting investigation.
A couple of penalties of corner cutting people may file. We have a clear rule that if you haven't got 4 wheels over, you're fine, or take it off, which we followed so far. We've had no complaints. Because once a rule is set, there you go, you just have to follow it. Oh my days, Lego gets so close to the wall before the 180. Conrad gets a 3-second time penalty. He's in P13, he's pitted for new mediums. Maybe he can get a few overtakes, but he's 20 seconds behind Lily White and 25 seconds behind a P10 position. So
just looking at the delta times, I think Lego Minecraft is starting to feel the pain of those mediums.
I would agree. However, look at that now. So if he pits now, he'll come out ahead of 6th place because of those laps. I'm guessing he's going to pit very, very soon.
He doesn't.
Oh, ooh. Toast!
That's a crash. That could be. Oh no.
Yeah, it's into a pit lane.
Pit lane. Obviously,
Toast
he got unlucky with the front wings.
Yeah, Toast ends his race in Singapore, not the race the Mercedes driver wanted, and we're now down to 14 cars, technically 13 because Young Lights isn't here. We're tied in the pits, so obviously no safety car or anything like that. But Jay Foster's gap at the front is 4.4, technically 10.4. Sector's got 6 seconds and Lego needs to pit. Ryan's looking good for another podium, Tansy. 5 podiums in a row, I think it'll be.
Yep, he's also
and
been
that's
very
why
consistent.
That's why he's winning the championship.
It's JF Rotter in second, if I'm right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the gap between those two? I don't have the standings currently, because this race could be a turning point in the championship. Obviously, he's going to score a decent amount of points over Jeff, over Ryan. JF Rotter has been on form recently.
Right, just trying to have a quick look at how the other division is doing. Oh, they have another safety car in Brazil, Tansley. How many drivers have gone out? Oh, Taffy's gone out. Oh dear. He was like 3rd. A lot of people going on to the softs in Brazil. Oh, Brazil is kicking off with 5 laps to go. That looks really good. I'm sure it may, if we have a safety car at the end of this one, Tansley, it might get a little bit tight here as well. But I think Toast DNF'd after that penalty, you know. I think he knew it was 6 seconds, 6 or 9.
Yeah.
And, you know, in that position, he needed to catch another 17 anyway, or whatever. And even with a safety car, it was over.
Yeah, obviously, it's nice to finish the race, but...
So Shabby's in the pits for a set of fresh mediums to finish this race. Owen's got the rev glitch, but he'll get ahead. Reshka will also get ahead of a Ferrari driver. LRB might. He's on 15 laps hard. Is he going to get past the Ferrari? That pit lane is so slow, Tansley. It's like they crawl out. They could be under the bridge and they'd still get out ahead. So LRB is ahead. He's in P9. Those laps have done so many laps, though. Those hards have done so many laps, Tansley. 16 already.
Mini God boulders, well, are his hards? I just go on board with him. He goes quite deep. Are those hards going to make it to the end? It's 12 laps.
Don't know. Lego Minecraft should be pit. I think I know. I think he's waiting for softs, you know. If Lego Minecraft pitted and there was a safety car and he was on softs, wow, he's balling. But those mediums, if you just look at them, they are pretty. They've got to be on 50-60%. You can see the blisters through the middle. That's when you know for at least 50. That's for sure. And
stretching those mediums 17 laps is pretty.
Brazil has got another lap of a safety car. Jesus, they're going to have 3 laps and everyone's on softs. Wow, what a race that's going to end up being. Can't wait to watch that later. Ryan is 6 tenths behind Lego. Is this time for Ryan to make a move? Lego's tyres, like you say, are going to be a little bit dead now. And these hards are probably 9-lap hards are probably better than 18-lap mediums in some circumstances. As his gap goes from, it was about 5 seconds, now it's 3 tenths. He's going to have DRS down the boulevard. I don't think he's going to be able to make the move this time. Actually, never mind. Let's find out. He's going to move to the left-hand side. Lego doesn't cover the inside. Ryan's going to squeeze him out as much as he can. Make the move done nice and easy. And he does. Blocks off Lego a tiny bit. And Ryan's now into P3. Lego didn't lose any time there, Tansley.
Lego has now a comfortable gap to me, Godbold. I mean, I think
shabby with an overtake on LRB. Obviously the fresh mediums helping him versus the 17-lap hards, but he overtook him down into turn 1 and the Ferrari drivers into P9. Lego gets a 3-second penalty. I think you saw that at the same time I did.
Yeah, those mediums obviously struggling to stick to the drag limits. They've definitely fallen off as ARTJ Luke and Mini Godbold are looking very close. ARTJ Luke, I've been following for the past couple of laps, is just maybe struggling to get that move done.
He may be struggling, but he's got 5 lap of newer hard tyres, and let's see if he can do anything here. As you just hear him upshifting the gear to get bad traction. Brazil are doing another lap on the safety car. They've done 4 laps on the safety car. They're only going to have 2 laps left, and all the front 12 have got soft tyres on. Jesus.
It's
anyway.
Real Brazilian.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So let's keep an eye on J-Luke and Mini. Like he said, they've got the smallest interval gap at the moment, and J-Luke technically has the better tyres, just about. So, depending on the pace of J-Luke, what can he do against Mini? We'll find out. He's also got, well, I mean, they've got the same battery, to be fair. Mini
it seems in that final sector that, yeah, Mini is pulling away slightly, but ALTJ Luke under braking seems to be
I don't know whether it's the
getting him.
under braking or it's the fact that somehow Mini's just getting the exit speed that he wants.
Even with the older tyres.
Even with 13 lap tyres, absolutely. Is Lego going to pit?
I
think he's waiting for the softs. Oh, he's back in there with slip there again for turn number 8. I think, or 9. I think he's waiting for the softs.
The gap between him and Mini isn't coming down or getting bigger, so
but
it
that's
seems
okay
like
for
he's
pit
safe.
stop. I think 20 seconds. I think that's about right, the cut-off point. But I don't know.
As we've seen, that pit stop is scarily slow.
It is turtily slow. Jay Fosh is cruising though. I don't think Ryan has any penalties, so if there was a safety car and he was to get past sector at some point, I don't see anything other than a Jay Fosh win here at the moment. We haven't had a safety car. We've had 4 virtuals, and they were right. Conrad has his second penalty. He's got
interesting about Ryan. He's just been so consistent. These past couple of races, like not many penalties, staying out of trouble.
Yeah. So Reska, one of the drivers, sent me a history document that we're just in the process of doing and you know, tell you how the drivers finished. So far in Britain, Ryan had 1st, 2nd in Belgium, 4th in Italy, and 2nd in Bahrain. Here he's getting a podium, and he may even get 2nd depending on sector's penalties later on. If there's a safety car, Ryan could get 2nd. So in every single race so far, he's had 1st, 2nd...
Minecraft has pitted, sorry, just to interrupt you there.
So he's had 1st,
and he's
2nd,
not going to come out in
and
front. He's gone down to 6th, so that pit lane
he might
could be down to 8th.
Go to, yeah, 8th, sorry. As Rescue comes round, Lego Minecraft comes out, and he is 8th. Wow. 25 seconds at pit lane then. But yeah, so he finished 1st, 2nd, and 4th, which is unbelievable. The only other person to have completed all 4 races is Sector, and he's had 5th, 1st, 9th, and 8th. So you can see why the consistency really shows there for Ryan, and he's carrying on again. Jaywick's getting close to Mini, as I'm sure you're probably watching right now. Lego is actually quite close to Reska as well, but he won't be able to get the overtake done. You can keep an eye on Mini, Godbold and Jaywick. I'll keep an eye on Lego. And he's just looking to find a way past Reska. Reska's on 9 lap hards, Lego's on fresh mediums. Fastest lap at the moment is actually Toast, but he can't get that. So it will go to the next driver at the moment. which is Jay Fosher, I believe. And let's see if Lego Minecraft can get that move done on the start of lap 24. He's not
I Stole Toast has the fastest lap, and he is DNF'd. He's got a 1:38.
So we have to give the point to someone, so it will go to the next person at the end of the race. The 38 was quite good on the softs, to be fair. Lego Minecraft really close to the gearbox of Reska. Let's see if he can make the move into turn 1. He's going to try and get the best exit speed he can. Reska's struggling with the traction. Can Lego take advantage of it? Is he going to cover the inside? Is Reska going to cover the inside? He's going to make a move to the inside of turn number 1. Reska breaks early, gives Lego Minecraft a room, and Lego's into P7, and Reska's
Shabby's
teammates.
approaching the back of these two, and that was a lovely move from Lego Minecraft.
It was a lovely move, and again, J-Luke looked close before the tunnel section, and then he lost the time again. What is J-Luke doing wrong in the final couple of turns? We need to find out.
Obviously struggling with the exit speed.
Well, he is, but he's doing well at the other parts of the lap with the exit speed. I mean, look at this, he's quicker than him in every corner. So what's going on from tunnel onwards?
He upshifts very early. I think that technique definitely works in those middles, in the middle of the track, in that tight twisty bit where traction is key. But in the high speed stuff, maybe he's overthinking a bit too much. Anyway,
I still feel there's going to be one more big crash here. I just have a slight feeling that someone's going to bottle it. And I don't know who. Oh, Lego Minecraft and Far Owen are going wheel to wheel down to turn number 14. Who's going to get the line? I think Lego's got it done.
Oh, as Shabby makes a move in the background down the inside. That was very ballsy. That was a big dive bomb.
He has. He's got
Lego
the better tyres.
Though, both McLarens in the same lap.
Well, Shabby needed to make that move because he's got a 3-second penalty. May have 6. Oh, there's an end plate. There's an end plate. I think it was Owen. I'll just double check. It looked like a McLaren end plate. Yeah. It was. It's a right-hand end plate for Owen. And he's also got rev glitch on my screen, which you love to see. And Lego Minecraft is feeling racy. How many seconds to the leader? 47. Okay, he's not going to do that.
And he's got 1.7 to
but
the
he can definitely get
front.
a 5th. Mini Godboard is...
He's within a second of ARTJ Luke now.
Yeah. And he'll also be within... sorry, he can get 4th, can't he, here, if he overtakes J Luke and Mini Godboard. He won't catch Ryan. No way. 30 seconds in 8 laps is impossible. But he will get a good 4th. From what happened early on, he pitted lap 1, remember, Tanzi. He had front wing damage. And Shabby's gone into P7 past Owen as well. Rescue's going to get past Owen very soon as well. I'm sure the teammates will swap as J-Luke gets close to Mini. Lego joins in the fun as well. I'm hoping all this is clean, Tansy, but you never know. He's not going to make a dive through there. That would be stupid. Lego, Mr. Carl Evans will, I'm sure, take his time, find the right move, and get past these two in his own time, and then probably go for a fastest lap, which is still... oh, Lego Minecraft's got the fastest lap now, 38.797 technically. Here we go, will Lego make the move down to turn 14, he keeps the inside line, ARTJ Luke gives him the space he needs to try and get a switch back, but he just doesn't quite have the exit speed at the end. So Lego's into 5th, now Lego's onto Mini Godball's case, and I'm sure we'll see that done within the next half a lap as Mini Godball goes wide through the first part of the tunnel.
Loses it on the exit.
Did he lose his end plate? No, he didn't. It was close though, Tansy. It was
he
close.
Did.
I don't think he did.
On my screen it says he's
oh no! J-Luke on the final corner of the tunnel. Oh no, he's down to P8. Joe's nowhere near him, so he'll have time to turn.
Ooh,
he's going to have to pit as well.
Waited to happen there whilst he was facing the wrong way around.
I think Shabby got past. Oh, he got past fine. He's going to have to pit. Oh, wow. How a race can change. Lego got into P4 as well. He's going to route down the boulevard now with Mini behind with DRS, but he's not going to catch him anyway. If we look at leader gap, Sector's gap to Ryan is 11.2, so Sector will get second with penalties at the moment. Oh, J-Luke. Oh, dear. Red Bull's going to go past him as well. Is LRB going to go past him as well? He's still not coming out of his pit. J-Luke might not even get a point here. Oh dear. He's going to have sauce, but he's only going to have 7 laps to catch him. Oh dear. Who did? Look at my Discord, my DRS was stuck open in GP2. Oh dear. Oh dear, Felipe, what have you done? Anyway, 6 laps to go now, and I still think there'll be a turn of events. There was. We had J-Luke, who's gone from a P5, a P6 to a P11.
I thought that was going to be the safety car there when he was facing the wrong way round. Those McLarens, that looked like...
I think the problem was, after the Ferrari and McLaren went past, there wasn't anyone else. I've noticed that they'll give a safety car if there's people there.
Number of cars around.
I remember doing a career mode race and an AI went off, just a normal failure. It happened like 45 seconds before. As soon as I went in the yellow zone, it put a safety car. So I think sometimes it is programmed to see how many people are in that area. Yeah, so...
the safety car has been finally fixed in this game.
So Lego Minecraft has beaten Toast's fastest lap, and that is confirmed at 38.372. And if any drivers listening, please get me the quality results, because I put them on the wrong YouTube channel and I don't have them. So that'll be lovely. Shabby's getting close to Mini Goldboard, I think. He's on new medium, well, 7 lap mediums. Mini's on 19 laps of hard. The mediums will still be quicker. And we'll see if that overtake can do it. 10 points is not a bad result in Singapore, Tansy. I'm sure maybe as a driver you'd be happy with a 5th place.
Yeah. Shabby is on the back. Shabby, yeah. Shabby. That was a shabby way of pronouncing his name.
Let's have a quick look at the position changes before we see a couple more overtakes. So Jake Foster and Sector have not changed. Ryan is in the pits. He's got time. He's going to go for fastest lap. Why not? He's 2 ahead. Lego's up 7. Mini's down 2. Shabby's down 2. Rescue's up 6. Owen's up 4, even with another pit stop. Joe is up 6 from a Red Bull. Fair play. Ellaby's down 2.
Minecraft might be able to overtake him here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What you're saying about that pit lane, and it's going to be close.
Yeah, let's have a look. So Ryan's here. Ryan's coming out here. Lego for the first corner. Is Ryan going to get ahead? I don't know if we're going to be wheel to wheel. And Lego has just got out ahead, but Ryan does have a fresh pair of soft tyres, so he will be quick. He'll have DRS on Lego down the boulevard. Let's see if he can capitalise and get that P3 back instantly so he can set off and do his job. Lego covers the inside. Ryan moves to the right hand side. Down to turn number 7. Ryan pushes for all. There's a bit of contact from both of them as Ryan gets through. He has no damage. Lego has no damage either. But Ryan gets into that P3 slot. I think it was going to happen anyway, Tansy, to be honest.
Yeah. Whilst that's happening, Shabby has also made a move on Mini Goldboard down the inside.
He absolutely has. Why have I got fastest lap on that interval? Apologies. Rescue's 7 seconds behind Mini, so I don't think that overtake will be done. I don't think any more overtakes will be done here. To be honest, I think maybe J-Luke and LRB, but he's going to have to. He's got 4 laps to capture 4 seconds, and that's about it. All the interval gaps are pretty slow. Mini Goldboard's not going to overtake Shabby. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the race done until Sector comes into a pits for a pair of soft tyres. He's already on his way out, and he will be okay. Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's going to try and set the fastest lap. Tansy, which is a good idea if you've got a free pit stop.
1, 2, 3, we've got 5 drivers on softs now.
It's a good idea if you've got a free pit stop, which he obviously had. It's a pretty good idea. You might as well try. But what you don't want to do is mess up, push the car too far, and get 0 points. Oh, another 3-second pen from Sector. That's 9 or 12.
10 seconds between.
What's the gap? Oh.
That's
definitely 9.
If Ryan can get some pace on these softs, he could be looking at P2 here.
That's definitely 9.
P2 in a row.
Whether it's 12 or not, I don't know.
I think it is.
But that's definitely 9, and I know it's 9. And the gap, 9.7 now.
Race director and have a look and see how much Sector has.
Okay, you do that, and I'll keep on tab. So Jay Foster, 30 seconds ahead. He's got the Singapore win in his bag, in his pocket, as long as he doesn't crash. It's as simple as that. He's got a 30-second gap. He's got clear track in front and behind. Joe gets a 3-second. Oh, Jake Foster's coming into the pits. So he hasn't got any penalties, so he's going to come in for a pair of soft tyre. And Jake Foster, is going to go for that extra point as well. Will we see a mistake from one of these three drivers pushing their cars, Tanzi? We will wait.
Yeah, that could have been a sector. It's going to be close though. I mean, if you look at him on the map, he is currently going through one mistake from JF Rocha, although judging by penalties, actually, I retract that statement. He might be all right.
Well, if Jay Foster did crash, which is highly unlikely, but then there would be a problem.
Let's not put the curse on him.
Yeah, let's not put the curse on him. He's won the last two. He's probably going to win the next one as well, if he doesn't make a mistake, which is very, very possible. I'm just checking the previous race results very quickly. So before we had Bahrain, we had Italy. So he won it in Italy. Did he win in Belgium?
JF Rocha?
No, so he won in Italy and Bahrain. Because he didn't actually get any points in Belgium. Interesting.
Yeah, it's the last couple of races.
Oh, you and Twig did that?
Yeah.
Oh! Jake Foster with a 3-second pen, not going to hurt him yet, but safety car maybe. I know we won't get one, but I don't know why I reacted that much. It doesn't really mean anything. It technically means Sector's ahead, but Sector's got 9 seconds. So, yeah. It's actually a fight between Sector and Ryan here. Did you check the penalties? I believe it's 9.
Yeah, I think it is. I couldn't get to the end, but he has had a few, and I think he has 2 warnings currently.
Right. I'd put my life on it.
Ooh. Sector has just made contact with the wall.
Has he got damage? No, he's got a couple of connection issues on my end. But
yeah, and it seems like on my end he's also had a couple of connections issues, and that could be why there was that lap 1 incident. Obviously,
yeah,
Sector might not get P2.
Sector's not out of trouble there because it didn't look great. It did not look great at all. But anyway, we've got 2 laps to go, and Jay Foster is leading us on to lap 30 of 31. The fastest lap at the minute is a 1:36.698, which has been set by Sector. And I'm sure Jay Foster right now has turned up his DRS and he's going to go for the fastest lap here, Tanzi. You can see his driving pace. So a 36.7 basically he needs to beat to get that fastest lap point. Ryan did try, he got a 37.6, not quite enough for Sector. And let's see Jay Foster push these track limits with 2 laps to go. It has been a crazy race for our first Singapore Grand Prix.
Yeah. It's been educational.
I wish the storm would have come earlier. Imagine in heavy rain. Oh dear. Oh dear. Because that storm is due tomorrow. There's a yellow flag somewhere in Sector 2. I'm just trying to work out who's going slow. It's a racing point. Is it combat?
Yeah,
it is.
He's lost his front wing.
That's right. So let's see Jay Foster. Time to beat for fastest lap point. 36.7. He's coming just under the tunnel bit, the final couple of corners. And let's see, so in 10 seconds time, will he get that extra point for 26, or will he keep his 25? And he's going to lead us on to the last lap anyway. He cuts that corner. Can he beat the fastest time? 36.7 goes 36.3. So Jay Foster has the fastest lap point, and he's going to lead us on to the final lap of the Singapore Grand Prix. It was a good lap. Even
Jay Foster has dominated this race. I mean, like, he's showed consistency in being able to just keep those tyres in check and lead it at the front. And then
absolutely. Listen, it could have been a little bit different if there was a safety car. We haven't had a safety car. We've had 4 virtuals, but
that is.
But to be fair, they weren't really worthy safety cars. I think the virtual is about right. I don't think there hasn't been any massive crashes. On
clean
track,
mostly
clean. Apart from lap 1, it's been pretty perfect, which is good. Of course, what happened in lap 1 we'll check, but on the whole, it's been a good race and a good showing for most of these drivers.
Have you got a driver of the day?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, position change wise, Lego's up 7. He pitted on lap 1. He was last.
Yeah, if I was going to give a driver of the day, I'd give it to Lego Minecraft. It's just been recovery after recovery. He's been
He's
Three recovery
close
drivers
to
in one
Ryan
race.
here. Ryan's not out the shell yet. I mean, I'm sure he will be. But Jay Forsher, he's coming under the tunnel section. He's done nothing wrong tonight. He had the pace in quali, he got that point. He had the pace for the fastest lap, he got that point. He needed to win to get 25. He got all of them. He won in Italy. He won in Bahrain. He also wins in Singapore. No one can stop him at the moment as Sector crosses the line in P2, completing the final podium spot, we believe, is Ryan. Look at the fireworks on the track. Those reflections are sick. And Ryan gets P3. No, he doesn't.
No,
Lego gets P3.
Fantastic drive.
From pitting on the first lap with wind damage. Lego somehow gets a podium due to Ryan's penalties.
Places from
Wow.
his original grid position as well. But shame for Ryan. He drove a pretty good race, pretty clean.
Yep.
Honestly,
Did nothing wrong.
P3.
Couple penalties.
Still awaiting.
Mini got bored and crosses the line in 6th. His teammate didn't make it. The two McLarens, 7th and 8th for Wesker and Owen, respectively. Good
showing from
good
the
drive from them.
today.
Absolutely. Two McLarens finishing
Mercedes
with some decent points.
Had the best of days.
Jay Luke had a mare of the exit of turn 21, but he came back. He got some overtakes. He will now get at least a point. That's the least he deserves. He could have had a P5. Oh no, P6 maybe. But he gets P10. But not too bad. Could have had better, of course. Joe crosses the line. He's run out of fuel on the final lap. And very gingerly, he finishes in P11. Tanzi, your thoughts?
It was an interesting race. It wasn't very clear cut. It was quite weird at times, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good stuff. Let's have a look at the podium winners. I'm not going to do interviews this week. We didn't do any before. We'll save them till next week, because next week we're here for a bit of Deutsch. Tanzi likes it. I hate it. You may have Tanzi and Twig. You may have Tanzi and me. You'll have Tanzi. But we'll see. I had a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. The first Singapore Grand Prix was interesting.
An educational experience.
Absolutely. There are your final standings. Let me take a quick screenshot so I can do the race results. So 53 minutes it took. We did say it'd take 50 minutes. Hey, we're right about something. There we go. Screenshot something. So if any drivers listening, I need the qualifying results. Gonna end the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week for a bit of Deutsch, as Tanzi likes a bit of Germany, don't you, Tanzi?
Yep, I don't know what yes is in German.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I might be right. Yeah. Anyway, polish off my German for next week.
Yes, we will, guys. Stay safe. Stay at home if you don't need to leave your house. 3 weeks of isolation, longer in the UK. So make sure you follow the rules and stay safe. We'll catch you next week for Germany. Have a good Easter, I guess. Have a good weekend at a minimum. We'll end